But just as schools have been revamped for COVID, they have to be revamped with a double door entry system where someone comes in, they get a facial scan, the door behind them closes and locks, and then the door in front of them opens up if they're good to go. If they're not good to go, both doors stay locked until the cops come. The doors have got to be bomb-proof, bulletproof. The glass in the school should not be these big windows. It should be elongated, narrow windows that somebody can't break through to harm the children. It should be that Gorilla Glass that can take a pounding and light assault weapons and everything. You know, the children, when they get into a classroom, I know that years ago they had a fire and some children got burned to death or something. But we're not in that day and age. We're in a day and age where they can have automatic one-way lockable doors that somebody has to have permission to come into a classroom. But yet if there's a fire or something, the children can run up and press the bar, unlocking the door and letting the children out in a timely manner. All of this stuff should be thought out. You know, whether the child's bathroom, should be retrofitted so that you have privacy areas, but also you can have a microphone, if not a camera, to listen in on the bathroom so that somebody can figure out if there's a fight going on or somebody's sick or injured. All of this stuff is just common sense stuff, you know. But again, I do blame this in part on the video gaming industry and on our entertainment industry at large. To say that somebody sees 100,000 murders or brutal crimes or what have you by the time that they're a teenager, and you're going to tell me that it doesn't make any difference and that that's crazy. You know, our eyes are the windows to our soul. I myself do not look on anything if I know that it's going to upset me or if it's going to gross me out. I don't even look at trailers for new horror movies or thrillers because they're so over the top. I mean, I remember the old 50s movies where a guy would dress up in a welder suit and pretend to be a robot, and it would just scare the bejeepers out of us. But now the movies are so realistic and so out there as far as the level of violence and everything, showing people's heads splattering and stuff. You can't tell me that that doesn't make an impact on these kids that watch that stuff. And where are the parents during all of this? You know, why is the child downstairs when the parent is upstairs? And I'll tell you another thing, fam. I've had a bone to pick about this forever. I am anti-homework. I believe when a child goes to school, it's just like a job. You go to school, you do your job, you come home and you relax. This whole thing about giving a child homework, that the child has to go off in a room by themselves and hop on a computer unsupervised, and that the parent has to worry about whether the homework is done when the parent has worked a job all day. Homework is very destructive to a family, especially when you have multiple children with multiple homework. and then the father comes home from working all day, or the mother comes home from working, they have to cook a meal and then they have to worry about the blasted homework on top of it. I think that homework is very bad for the family structure. And like I said, if a child is at school 8 hours out of the day, 8 hours should be plenty to be taught and educated and to get their work done. Just like if it were a regular job.